Uh-oh. You hear that? That's the tea hitting the pavement. Over here on Word on the Curb, we don't sip, we spill. Word on the Curb, where the tea hits the pavement. Let's get into it. It's Angela, your favorite internet bestie, and we got the vibe. We rocking the housewives, politics, and celebrity gossip, all wrapped into one show. Hello, hello, hello. Bravo, pun intended, to Carlos King and everybody over there that was producing tonight. Bravo. I don't know. It seems like my computer is stuck. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Oh, I think it's StreamYard. I'm not very sure, but who knows? But hey, let's get into this. Let's get into it. This is Love and Marriage, Huntsville. It is my review, honey. It ain't a recap. It's going to be a review. Honey, I might come in all over the place, but I know this one was a good one. This is season 11, episode 9. I just don't know what's going on here. And it's called Sip Happens. We start out with Chris and Miss Nell. And what's their daughter's name? What is her daughter's name? Is it Kayla, Michaela, something like that? Her and Twan is dating, which leads me and lets me know that Twan ain't Miss Nell's godson. She was not named the godmother at birth. She done named herself his godmother last year. And that was only for Destiny. And that's why they so mad. Because they brought her over and they asked her about the rumor. And she was like, basically, let me tell the truth. We're dating, or we went on dates. We actually got each other's number before you introduced us as your godson. So they god siblings now? So how weird. I'm sitting here like, Miss Nell, y'all lying. This man ain't your godson. It's not. So we get all that, Chris is kind of, he's concerned because the man has been married before and he got teenage kids. Not with my baby girl. Miss Nell is upset. She upset. Honey, he good for Destiny or whoever else, but not for my kid. Not for mine. So Miss Nell ain't having it, she ain't liking this, No. They're concerned that he's too old. So anyways, we got whoever's next. We got Tisha and Kimmy. They're discussing their husbands. They're discussing Destiny and Trisha's party. So Trisha, God, I'm getting it all wrong. Kimmy and Tisha are talking. And so they talk about the argument that Destiny and she had. Destiny and Tisha. And when Tisha made that comment about, about her not really being the broker and who is really the person listing this house or whatever, and that she was going to take her champagne back. She said, maybe I shouldn't have said it because from there it went left. Yeah, it did go left. But she said, she didn't think that Destiny should be making fun of her when we find out. Kimmy said, she sets the record straight later on. But anyways, they also talk about the fact that, God, here we go again. I think this is StreamYard. Because when I go live on YouTube, I don't even have this problem. I think the StreamYard, your days are numbered. Because I'm just freezing left and right. When I do anything else, I'm not having this issue. So, anyways, we have maybe everybody on here or something. But anyways, so we have we find out that Marcel and baby Marcel are in Rome. And they went to Rome to go to the Kendrick Lamar concert. I said, oh, look at that. Because I said, here he is again taking another trip by himself, but it's with baby Marcel. And so Kimmy and Tisha talk about the argument that Happy Saturday talks about the argument that Marcel and Maurice got into. They said, basically it looks bad because, Kimmy was like, if it would have been any other contract, I would have got a new contractor. She said, I got rid of the grass man for less. So she said, yeah, it's never been this bad, them arguing or falling out. So they want to come together and maybe they all should talk. So as I'm saying, or what was said before when I told Brandy, Tisha and Marcel are the common denominator. They are the problem. This part, I don't even know what season 11. These episodes, they are the issues. So we get on past that. Oh, she also, so they talk about the event that Trisha is going to have. So Trisha is going to host an event, and it's like the alter ego event, a drag queen contest, or drag queen show rather. But Kimmy wanted to know if Tisha was going to come and will she talk to Destiny. So she ain't going to talk to Destiny, but she know how to be cordial. I'm going to be me, is what she says. Ooh, this was a good episode. Oh my God, this was so good to me. They did their big ones, because I'm going to rate this episode a whole 10. This almost as good as the Pillow Talk. I mean, but Carlos King was over there at Bravo doing Pillow Talk. This one here, I thought was really good. So, we didn't get that out the way. Let's go on to, because if I didn't forgot something, it ain't that important. What's important is this drag queen show. The drag queen show event, the alter ego, and the only people that came kind of dressed like they were going to a drag queen show, I felt like Miss Nell. And I thought it was funny that Trisha was hosting a drag queen show because she kind of looked a little manly. And I've been to a drag queen show. And these drag queens that I had seen at this show that I went to, they had a Beyonce there. And that Beyonce was bad. You hear me? She was bad. She was built. She was tall. I mean, she was sky high tall. But that girl was built. She was built like a shit brick house. What we seen on TV tonight, I said, oh. But neither here nor there. So the women arrived at this show. And they said it was supposed to be like a bachelorette party and new beginnings. And they're kind of confused. So I think this is Miss Shirley, Trish's friend. Miss Shirley is trying hard, to get a peach. She's trying to be on this show. Miss Shirley came in with the tea, spilling it left and right about Destiny and Tisha. Basically saying everything that Miss Nell had said, because she wanted to know who got problems with who. And Miss Nell was just saying about the situation between Destiny and Tisha. So she come in, yeah, because you got a problem with her. She got a problem with you. And they were like, who told you this? Trisha? She said, no, Miss Nell. So she throwing everybody under the bus. Everybody. So as they were talking and everything, Tisha whatever. Trisha lets them know she's transitioning out of her career that she had for 20 years. She is or was an engineer. She's going into fitness, and basically her and Ken are doing that together. Here Tisha messy ass gonna ask her, well, how do you think you can trust Ken? And what we done found out was that And I said this, I knew this. I don't know who she spent the block with, but I bet you it was almost that husband. Whoever she spent the block, Trisha said she spent the block. And she didn't spent the block with somebody, but she ain't quite blocked him that good yet or whatever. But she spent the block, and Ken was doing his thing. So they both was having affairs or seeing other people. But, now they back together. So, but you ain't really done with this man you spent the block with. I believe it was that crying ass first husband. Because I don't think she done with him. That's why she ain't got to. Because if you're truly done with this man, why not have a divorce, get the divorce? She hasn't gotten it. But she didn't step out. They both just stepped out, and she didn't spent the block with somebody. So, and then, the first thing, somebody threw up. Was it Marcel? Honey, Marcel already said that Trisha was not fine enough for him. He said it in so many words. He tried to holler at her. He saw her on Instagram. But basically, when they got in person, he just talked. I don't think he found her attractive. Not saying she's not attractive, but, everybody is not everybody's cup of tea. And she was not his cup of tea. So he friend-zoned her. So, then they brought up about the Tisha and Destiny issue. And Tisha was saying, she didn't like that Destiny was talking about her to Kimmy, like Kimmy wasn't going to come back and tell her, and jokingly speaking badly about her. And Kimmy was like, no, that was not it. She said the relationship is kind of topsy-turvy because she don't know how to take you. You still be mad about something a long time ago when we're supposed to move past it. Tisha wasn't hearing that. She said Destiny was talking bad now. But that wasn't even what happened. So Miss Nell had asked Destiny, well, do you think you owe her an apology? Destiny's like, I owe her shit. That bitch, the Lulu. She said it like that. But she said she's the Lulu. She said she forget the things that happened and the things that she remember the things that didn't happen and forget the things that happened. She's the Lulu. So she's like, I don't owe her nothing. I said, because she brought up, Tisha brought up Marcel. Tisha is mad that Destiny is friends with Marcel. And long story short, she felt like she was ambushed at the brunch they had. Was it last season or whatever it was when Marcel showed up there? I think it was after they gotten into it or whatever, because they, even though Marcel went in this scene, they was flashing back when they was getting into it. They flashed back to Marcel a couple of times. So how she goes, so Miss Nell says, so you guys are not as close as we thought you was. And Tisha's like, no, we wasn't as close as what y'all think. And then, honey, next thing I know, Tisha was like, you got me fucked up. They both started going back and forth. You got me fucked up. No, you got me fucked up. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So Kimmy said, what is the goal here? Is the goal to stay mad? Trisha said she confused. Like, what is they arguing about? Tisha says Destiny is a horrible friend. And then she got to talking about what Destiny said. Yeah, you called me a whore and you said something about a snake. And Miss Nell said, I thought you said I was the snake. She said, you is the snake. Tisha, I tell you, if y'all ain't watched this episode, y'all need to go back and watch it. Because this episode here was, to me, reality TV gold. I'm not lying. So, they're arguing back and forth. And basically, Tisha says she's a horrible friend. And she said, basically, Destiny does not defend her in rooms that she's not in. Destiny, like, bitch. Went out there when you was crying in the driveway. Went out there when this and that. She says, you'll never remember that stuff. She's the only person that don't defend you in rooms that you're not in is your husband. I said, oh, this is a double entendre. Is that how they say it? Kendrick Lamar, double entendre? Because evidently she's not in the room when he's supposed to be cheating with, they say he's doing allegedly. I don't believe it, girl. Tisha, you got a good man, Savannah. But, I'm here for the mess. Honey, Marcel is Tisha's Achilles heel. Honey, shit went way left. Yeah, honey, because they going back and forth. And she's like, basically, how dare you bring my husband in this conversation, because he has nothing to do with it. And then that's when Tisha brings up about the brunch that she felt like she was ambushed at, that Marcel was at. And honey, Destiny, she was banging on the table. I mean, this was good. This was some good shit here. Marcel, you were not Marcel. Carlos, like Dr. Heavenly said, Carlos. Y'all some messy motherfuckers. I mean, this was good. This was good. I'm not even gonna lie. So we're gonna keep on going. Destiny hitting the table. She says, I'm done, and she walks off. She's like, fuck you, fuck this shit. She said, because Tisha is playing. Miss Nell goes after her, right? Miss Nell goes after her. She tries to talk her down. She says Tisha is deflecting. While Tisha's in the other room and says, Lord, Destiny is deflecting. So, she's pissed off with her. She said because she would never use a man to ambush a woman. So she pissed off with her. She said, but then Tisha's in there talking about, she knows how I feel about Marcel and how he came at me about my marriage and all those things. It's mighty funny when, y'all kept bringing up or throwing up about the whole thing about Melody's marriage, but when it becomes y'all marriage, y'all upset now. So it was good. It was good. So like I said, Miss Nell went after Destiny, because Destiny was going to order an Uber. Honey, they out there. They went out the wrong way. Destiny mad, So she's like, she basically saying Tisha is doing this for TV. And fuck that. We move past some shit. You bring up some old shit to try to have something going on with me. She's not hearing it. So Miss Nell was saying that she felt like they both were going below the belt, but she feels like Destiny went below the belt first. But Destiny, she's saying what is obvious, we all would kind of say Marcel don't really stand up for Tisha. Tisha gets upset because other people be coming at her, or when she tries to do something back, and he's usually on the other people's side, look like. Well, so Tisha says she's cautious about the things that she says, because once you put it out there, you can't take it back. So, and basically she says she's done, honey. She's done. And, so Miss Nell is telling Destiny, hey, let me go back and get my stuff. And I'm going to take you. You don't need to order no Uber. So, there. Miss Nell go back in the room, honey. She's sitting down eating her food. But she on the phone with Destiny, said, I'm coming. I'm on my way out there. But she steady eating that damn chicken. So, Destiny out there waiting. She mad. She's mad. And Destiny come back in. Because the women are still talking about the situation and everything. And Miss Nell had let Tisha know you and Destiny are saying the same thing. Y'all both saying each other are deflecting. So, y'all both saying the same thing. So, there's some kind of misinterpretation of this situation. So Miss Nell, like I said, she's eating that damn chicken ball, honey. Honey, that dang old bar must have some good damn chicken. She said that food was good. So Destiny comes back in and she's mad. She sees Miss Nell eating that chicken. She said, is you coming? She said, I'm coming. So they was trying to get somebody to box up the food because Miss Nell had to take the food with her. She said that food was so damn good. Miss Nell probably was just hungry. You know how you ain't ate all day long and something be tasting so good, but she said that chicken was good. So that Tisha tries to walk up to Destiny, right? Destiny is heated past the nth degree. She pissed off. She mad. And here come Tisha come by her. I can't believe you brought my husband to this conversation trying to say something. Destiny told her to shut the fuck up. You told me shut the fuck up? Tisha tried to walk up on Destiny. Kimmy grabs Tisha. Because we see here, it's about to go way, way, way left. If nobody would have grabbed Tisha and she would have probably got in Destiny's face, it would have been on and popping. I mean, on and popping for real. And Tisha just says, basically, in her confessional, this friendship is over. Now, I don't know how they're going to work this thing out for the show. They better fake it, fake it until they make it. Because, honey, they got to keep the drama. But I don't know, how we see it. And they kind of piece up the argument. So we really don't know what was all said. Because Destiny was mad and was banging on that damn table. And, honey, because Tisha was Tisha was pulling a Miss Wanda. You know how Miss Wanda came at Melody? That's what Tisha was trying to do, I felt like. And Kimmy was like, basically, you need to calm down. No, she didn't tell me to shut the... No, Tisha, take your ass over there. Y'all supposed to be professional women, But Destiny also pointed out while they were arguing at the table earlier that she felt like Tisha was trying to minimize, what she do. Because, when Tisha came in there, was it 2 weeks ago, to the listing and was like, oh, this your first listing. Now, if Destiny's supposed to have been doing this for more than 10 years, I thought she said 19 years or whatever, this ain't her first listing. And she felt like she was trying to minimize whatever she does, her real estate business, trying to minimize and play her down as whatever. But honey, I swear to God, Destiny wasn't having it. This was a good fucking episode. Whatever I missed, I have to watch it again. I have to go back and report again. But if y'all didn't watch episode 9 of season 11, it says sip happens. It's really shit happens. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this episode, because it was good to me. I'm not even gonna lie. It was good to me. This episode was so good to me because we find out Miss Nell, Antoine's godmama, and the little sister dating Twan. Destiny and Twan really ain't a thing because Twan is dating the daughter of Chris and Nell. Then we also find out that Trisha and Ken both cheating on each other. And shit hitting the fan with Destiny and Tisha. Honey, Destiny and Tisha, they put on the show today. Oh my goodness, it was a show today. It was a for real show. Y'all look, get out the bushes and tell me what y'all think about this episode. Tell me, who do you think is wrong? Do you think Destiny is wrong or Tisha? I think Tisha has some kind of low self-esteem issues. She said because people always, made fun of her. So that's her thing. They made fun of her and joked behind her back or in her face or whatever. And she don't feel like, her friends should be doing that. But Destiny was not, sitting there laughing and talking about her behind her back to Kimmy. And Kimmy was straightening that out. So that's not what happened. But she said, it just seems like when y'all get into it, just go all the way left. Y'all start off, doing one thing and then something else happened. My glasses are too dirty. I can't even deal with it. So let me know. I'm being a messy sister today. It was messy and good to me. It was. I mean, honey, I can't wait till Monday when Carlos talk about it. What you got here? I got to put my glasses on. I can't even see the shit. Team Destiny, Detroit came through tonight. Yeah. Yes, she did. Destiny came through, honey. She wasn't playing. And I'm glad that Kimmy pulled Tisha back, because I was like, Tisha, don't walk up on no fight now. You know, y'all, I like a little mess and cattiness, but I definitely don't want to see, you know, black excellence fighting. I don't want to see that. I don't, but honey, y'all can tongue wrestle all day long. I said, but honey, I said, when I seen Destiny hitting that damn table, I said, shit, she mad. She mad. And I guess someone had said it before, and I think it was Destiny, said that she felt like a lot of this shit that Tisha was doing for the cameras. You know, trying to have a storyline or whatever. But honey, because I felt like that when she came to that open house and got mad. Cause I'm pretty sure when Kimmy had told her what Destiny had said, because she said it in front of all of them. You know, it wasn't, you know, talking about her badly. It wasn't being messy. It wasn't being snide or none of those things. Tisha just wanted to find something to argue with someone about. So this season is Destiny. Now, Destiny been handling her ass, because I felt like Destiny handled her at the open house, because Tisha, to me, looked very immature. She was out there basically having a temper tantrum. That's what I felt like. So, but she told her the only one who does not defend you in rooms that you're not in is your husband. Double entendre. I said, Destiny. It was good to me. It just was good. I enjoyed the episode. Y'all tell me what y'all rated. But yes, Detroit came through, honey. I'm not far from Detroit, but Detroit came through tonight, honey. I got to go back, honey. I'm going to go back and watch it again to see what I missed. But I'm like, shit. This was good to me. I'm not even going to lie. It was a good episode. If y'all not watching, you need to watch, because Destiny is clocking in. She clocked in. And Tisha did too. And I thought, Trisha, y'all over there cheating on each other. No wonder why you was in Lance. You about to watch the replay too. Girl, I'm going to watch it a couple times. I ain't even going to lie. But I said, no wonder you rated a 10. I do too. It was good to me. I said it was almost, to me, as good as Pillow Talk. You say you afraid. I think it was almost as good as Pillow Talk. You know, and Carlos King was one of the producers over there for Pillow Talk on Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was given, out of all the shows I didn't watch this week, I'm even going to talk about Atlanta Housewives. And I enjoyed Atlanta Housewives, but to me, this episode was better. It was. I'm just smiling. I'm all smiles because it was good. I said, I can't get on here quick enough. I wish Brandy had watched it. Me and her could banter back and forth, but this was good. So I got to call her and let her know, hey, girl, you better get over there and watch this. You got to. So, because this was a good episode. It really was, guys. It really was. It was reality TV gold. I don't know what next episode is going to hold. I don't even know how they're going to move forward with the friendship, because Tisha said it's done. It's over with. But Tisha was trying to come at Nell too. And Nell too busy trying to eat that motherfucking chicken. Oh my God. I got so tickled when Destiny came back in there. See Nell with that chicken bone in her hand. I'm coming. That was good. It was really good. And Carlos and whoever the production team, y'all did y'all thing, honey. Y'all did y'all thing. And honey, I'm going to go back over here to Philo, and watch this shit again. Because I'm going to learn something else new. You know how I was gagged I said, this was so good. But, I had to come at them about them dang drag queens. I said, the queens weren't queening to me. It just wasn't. I done seen better shows. I done been a couple times to the drag queen shows. And honey, like I said, that Beyonce that was there, honey, she was everything. I mean, everything. Bill, almost made you look. I can't put this here. Almost made you think you was there looking at Beyonce. And these women here are queens. I don't know what the hell. Because I was seeing the package in the front on that guy. I thought he didn't strap him. He didn't tuck himself that good, did he? So, I thought it was good. So I think whatever Trisha's friend name, I called her Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley with the bangs. She trying to get a peach. She trying to get on this show. Real bad. A peach, whatever. I don't even know. A hammer or whatever. A real estate. Like, she tried to be on the show because she was trying to clock in with the tea. I'm like, what the world? But that's all I got. I gave it 30 minutes. I'm about to go back here and watch it again. So y'all have a great Saturday evening. And maybe, hopefully, Brandy can get in. We can talk about it a little bit on Tuesday. But we do our reviews on Tuesdays of Real Housewives of Atlanta on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to this episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta to see why Pinky Cole and Angela get into it. Angela called her Papa Smurf. She called her Mr. Clean and Papa Smurf. I can't wait. She good with it. I don't have no quick one. I can't crack like that. But I can't wait. But like I said, today was TV Gold with Love and Marriage Huntsville, honey. It was really, really good. So if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. It's on, and you can catch it on Philo or on your local cable channel on, honey. I think they even got it on HBO Max, isn't it? Or something, one of them shows. I don't know. But go and catch it. It's good. This episode is real good. Marcel is in Rome. Him and baby Marcel is over there. So good night, Miss Goddess. I'm out. But y'all take your time, watch the show, and y'all come back and watch the replay of this and tell me what y'all thought about this argument between Tisha and Destiny. I thought it was so good. So let me get my messy ass off the line. Good night.